Hello people, it's been a while, but this is part 4 of, where is it? Of the Guide to How to Make a Shooter part 4. If you want to, you can, duplicate this if anything goes wrong. So, last episode we made a new type of enemy called regen enemy. We made a regen enemy. I attempted to make it, a radius type. We also one of the episodes we implemented one of the episodes we implemented the ammo. We implemented how we wanted it to go. So today's episode is going to be covering health and bullet and something which I put in the zombified game, which is mag drops. So first of all, we've got to open up your thing and then head into the thing. Yes. So we're going to start with mag drops first, that being one of the easiest. I'm going to name this mag. And depending on how many weapons you have, since we have a shotgun and a player, one of the reasons, and we have this much gun, is we're going to need to make two. Yeah, 1 second. French. So step 1 is we're going to draw the pistol magazine. We'll draw this however you want. I'm specifically going to be making mine. No cylinder. Make sure to, whenever you are drawing, just make sure to snap on. We make mine this is my mag. I'm going to make it 29 by 6, and then make duplicate that sprite. Then we've got to make the shotgun bullet, which is comprised of one part. Then we'll duplicate this part. How we're going to do it is we're going to align both pieces. Then we're going to push one back so you can have access to the other one by using the arrow keys. This one that you push forward, swap to the back layer, and this is going to be the white yellow part of the bullet. So we're going to do that, and then for this part we're going to set it to red. And then what we could do is just shrink it down and do that. That's all. That's just our thing, and then we can just give it a little flatten. Then there we go. Those are your two bullet types. So first of all, let's just start again. Let's plain and simple. We've got to hide the sprite, and then we've got to put this in forever loop, and basically make this mag always go to the player. So now that it goes to the player, we basically now need to know when everyone's loading. So we'll have to eject. So we've got to locate bullets, and then inside the bullet we just have to find the reload part of the bullet. This part here, we'll just create a clone of mag. This will be right after just this, and we'll also create a clone of mag in the shotgun. Well, the shotgun one will happen every time we fire. So that'll go there. And we don't need it for this part, since that's how shotguns work. And then all we do, since we're doing this in the firing state, what we've got to do, we need to detect if we are in the right thing. This is what we're going to do. What I'm going to do is just drag this thing into the mag and just drag all the code out. Set these there, and then basically what this sprite detect. Oh, why is this? Why am I doing this? We specifically don't need. We don't need that. It needs to be a clone. Sorry. So we've got the clone, then we've got these, and this is basically going to tell us which costume we want the sprite to be on. And I'm just going to forcibly set this sprite to constantly be sprite 1, so mag. And then once we've done this, once we've chosen, we'll go to back, furthest layer back. Make sure we'll go. No, we don't have to worry about that. So then after this, yeah, there it goes. So automatically goes from here. And then after this, we'll just basically go point in direction on the 360, and then all we're gonna do. So since this is this way, which it kind of has to be that way to be pointed the correct way, then all we do is we're just going to be adding a little movement script, which will basically just yeet it, which will just send it 50 steps away from the player in a random direction. So now this test if this works. So pistol, fire on bullets. Ah, right, yes. Make sure we show the sprite clones. Then after this, we'll just put in a wait a second and then a repeat. Whatever the amount you want this to be, however slow you want it to fade away. And then we'll just put this. And then after this, we have to put in this. So that is just your simple bullet script. And then we fire a bullet, reload, I've got that. So I'm just going to make this fly 500 steps away from us. Oh yes, that seems to be going a little far. Make this, whenever we start as a clone, set move to 5, and every time we do this, since it's running 10 times, 0.5, well, minus 0.5 really, and then we just move steps. It doesn't have to be there, it could be there just as long as it's before the script. That run, and then it'll stop, and that'll give it like a nice move effect. You can change this to 10 steps if you want, just make it -1. So then it's kind of has, you know, a slowed down effect. Oh, this is ammo, this is decreasing our ammo. Make sure this is smooth. So that's now that, and then you've got a shotgun bullet, which ejects every single time you fire. instead just go in a random direction. So you have, it can be, you know, kind of a bit, you know, weird. It might make you mislead or anything. So how about we add some new sprites for the region anyway, so it isn't, you know, just this exact same. We'll give it a bit of, you know, just some type of difference that you can detect it by. So this how I'm going to do it. I'm going to have the same old red colour, but then it's going to be slightly darker on the outside. And since this sprite is basically the same for all, I'll just paste the sprite in and send it back. As a reminder, these numbers, you don't have to have these numbers here. The numbers are here just to basically tell us how much health each enemy has. It's just kind of like a little, this is kind of like a little, you know, basically all this is, these numbers is just, you know, to help us figure out how much HP these things have left. We don't need these. So now that we've added a bit of a different sprite for the region only, let's wait for one spawn. So if you remember, these things take 10 seconds to spawn. Right, so we've got a sprite and it's significantly darker than the rest of the sprites. Yes, the bullet spread can get a bit, you know, confusing. Now that we've actually gotten and added a new type of gun, yes, it is going to be a bit confusing. Now, let's add a new thing. Let's add a new. So before we get on the health system, let's add a new thing which will basically be your which will basically be a really good way for dealing with regions. Make a new sprite. Let's call it. And basically, let's just call this a stun. So the stun, all we do, remove this sprite, make it that, then whatever colour you want, I'm going to go for a nice blue. I'm going to increase the size, it reset my colour. Nice bright blue. And I'm going to make a small circle. And I'm going to center that circle. And then basically, this is going to be a cooldown. So it'll take 10 seconds. Basically, this will have a 20-second delay being used. Make sure that I just right. Whenever it is loaded, whenever this sprite is loaded, we'll put in a repeat until, and then whatever key, for me it'll be space, whatever key you want it to be though, whatever key you want to be in a repeat until, and after the repeat until goes, and then after that, create my clone, a clone of myself. And then for the clones, all you do, make sure to show the sprite, set size to the lowest, which is 12. But I'm going to put it as 0. And then all we'll do is just repeat. First of all, let's figure out how big this thing can get. Put in 10,000. With 2, it's 12,086. We'll take this number, since I ain't bothered to do some math. take this number and just place it in this repeat. That is the amount that we just need now. All we gotta do, change, goes to, no, change size. Or we could just make this, but you know, just smaller by doing this one by just number by 10, and then we'll just, you know, take this number and then divide it by 10, which is that. I'll give us the same thing. And just change the ghost effect by just use 0.5. And then after that pairs, then we just need another sprite which makes sure this covers just everything. Doesn't matter what color this is. It's color, and then just cover the entire screen. This will go on the back layer. Bam. And after that, switch costume to costume 2. Then you have about 10 seconds. Well, it's done. You also clear graphical effects and set the size back to 100 and clear graphical effects and hide. Whilst also hiding. No, we definitely do that. But yeah, we definitely need the ghost effect. And then after that, it just deletes the clone. That's, you know, that's it. But just to be fair, you'll have the charge as soon as it starts. So right now we have the charge, we just wait to use it. Oh, right, yes, we've got to add this stun mechanic for these dudes. All this is if not touching stun. Go out for these enemies. Then also we've got to disable the region. I'll take for a special thing that I'm going to add, which is damage. So if touching stun, then we've got costumes going up. Switching this costume in the best way.
Recording the video.
Oh.
Recording the video.
What?
Basically, I've just made a right now to make a shooter game. I'm on fifth part currently, just getting health and other stuff on.
Okay, next step. This basically is just glitches the thing up. So basically, as soon as it hits, it will then take away. We also need to cut, and we also need to detect if a costume is not at lowest value. Okay. If not costume equals, I'll just put costume name equals 1. Basically, once the day goes on, then yeah, that's it. And we'll just put that to inside of this, so this will also slowly clear. And now, well, yeah, let's add it so this thing can, so the EMP can also kill. So after this thing is run, we'll do a detect if costume name equals 1. Then we'll run a 1 in 10 chance. We'll just obliterate it. And we're gonna make it a go style. This if one dies to the EMP, its size will be changed 10, and it will also gain an effect which won't be the ghost effect, but it's soul effect. Quite frankly, I think it's a bit cool. And then also we'll be gaining a bit of the ghost effect. Ghost effect. Righty. Let's take a look. Like it. Oh, here's button. It's the we need to have this script. Okay, so next one. Now we wait for a normal. Now that was a nice effect. I do see. So. Okay, now let's give this another try. Well, let's couple this dude together. But see enemies moving again. What? No, pop it there. Then script should work normally and they should boom. I see what's going on. When the clones are dying to the EMP, they're not getting deleted, so they're just piling up, pixelated, and basically just incinerated at this point. So now that should basically work. So, if you wanted to make a bit of a more random chance of these things spawning, so basically, ooh. At this point, whenever an enemy Yeah, hits one, it's just going to be obliterated. So I'll still keep the 1 in 10 chance that there's a chance that an enemy will survive. So now you actually have a way of seeing, corrupts, healing, regen. Wow, there is a whole lot of ones. And most and always the regen enemies spawn as 1. And I don't know why they're spawned as 1. No need, I can use the EMP again. Honestly, the EMP can be useful. So after we've done this script, we just message custom to just go to the original this. Just go to play. Now let's see how this looks. So I didn't, move that one. It wasn't. Oh, I see what's going on. Costume 1. Yes, that kind of looks better. Now that is, it's an actual ring. Oh, I keep on pressing space. Honestly, let's see if this will work now. Honestly, it's up to you how these enemies, be killed by the EMP, but I kind of just like the, the pixel effect, just kind of killing them. So then after, your EMP ends, you kind of already have 10 seconds. You have to wait more 10 more seconds. That 10 seconds gives, like, the chance of, regen and respawn and getting it into complete health if you're unlucky. Honestly, now that we've done some things, honestly, if an EMP fails, you always just shoot enemies because, you kind of have bullets that still work even when I'm in EMP mode. Honestly, I don't know why you wouldn't use the shotgun, really. It's great for quickly eliminating multiple targets, but if all of them hit a single target, then what's the point in using the shotgun? The shotgun can only damage one thing. There's a way to do it. Oh, EMP again, that should stun some zombies. Yeah, honestly, I kind of like that effect, just kind of like pixel effect. Kind of just adds, kind of something to it. Yeah. So your cannon, which can fire bullets, so far, your cannon, which does not have to worry for any of the zombies. Just let them all pile up into one spot. No worries in the world if he gets hit or not. Then when he wants to, just launches his EMP, stuns everything, and walks through the zombies like it's absolutely nothing. Honestly, you can get really unlucky at sometimes when you're trying to kill these enemies. You get really unlucky by only getting, 5 to get 5 as soon as you start playing the game. It'll be a bit annoying there. So when the EMP is active, we can see that the enemies are dead or spawning at the edge, and the numbers tell us that they're following us. So if you're seeing results like this, then hey, your game is working correctly. But if not, please contact me so I can see if there's an issue going on, and I might be able to help you with the issue. If you want to, right now, since I kind of don't want to give my Gmail out because it's already kind of weird already, I don't want any more things in it. If you want to contact me, if you go on my Discord server, then you can DM me, or just ping me, or just go into the posts and wait until I respond to your post. But that's only if you encountered a bug and you're thinking looking like this. So, now that we've gotten that away, we've gotten a nice EMP, which is great for obliterating Q region enemies. So, now let's deal with the health system. So, first of all, let's make health. So these are going to be specifically zombie sprites, zombie things only. And I start as clone. However, if touching player, then what we've got to do, wait a second, and then change health by 1. By -1. Show health, make health a large readout, and we'll put it in this corner. You can make UI for these instead of using, variables. It's up to you what you want to do. Then all we do is put this over to the regen enemy. So now let's add some health regen. First, we'll have to make when green flag clicked. Now, first of all, we need to make a small system to detect if we are not touching a zombie. So we're going to need a ore here, and then 2 touchings, and then you just, the drill, set it as enemy and regen enemy. Then after that, we want to also put a and. Right now, we just have to, do this script. And then we'll wait 2 seconds, run the same script, and if we are still not going to get anything, then we'll repeat the script until we get these 2 things interacting with us, or any of them. And we'll change health by 1 every second. Only if right, yeah, that's what I also need the other ore for. Health is greater than 99. And then that's our simple health regen script. Now we will gain health after 2 seconds starting, and we will start just to to prevent people from getting a head start. Let's give a small random chance of them having either 90 or 100 HP. Just to give some type of difference here. So if you want to, you can make damage sprites for each sprite. That's if you want to, duplicate both your sprites or make them more damaged. And if you want to make death animation, you can. Another script will basically be detecting if your health equals 0. So all you could do is do this. Make sure to use less, place at 1. Health. And all we do is put a stop over. But if you have a death animation, put your death animation in there and then the stop over. And then that's just health. But this is if you want to. If you want to though, you could put in a if else here. Then what you'll do is put in your username. If username equals LoganB1089 or whatever your username is, basically this prevents you from being killed if your health gets 0. I'm just going to make health be 50 instead. See, health can still be you can still lose health. You know, more enemies that stockpile onto you, the less health you'll have. Yes, your health will just be slowly drained. However, you will be able to go into negative there, but it won't stop. However, stop the project and make this make it 0 at the end. But anything that doesn't match your username, let's bring your health down to 0. Basically, all I do is slowly bring this dude up with me and just let him pile up on me so I can slowly use my health. Because if this is correct, it should just kill you straight up. Game stops. Game starts. So yeah, this is if you don't want to be killed whilst testing, and whilst for health going past 0. All you'll do is just add a bit if touching player and health is not less than that. And then we'll reinsert this to the region enemy. Remove the old sprite script and place this there. This basically tells us, so you'll start off with 50 HP, just to prevent people from, starting with 100 HP. This is script going. That's better. Health stops. And then all you do is put in a failsafe if your health goes below. However, if health is below 0, then we'll forcibly set our health to 0. And basically this is a failsafe just in case health goes beyond 0. Then that's a lot of pixel. I'm dead. Yeah, so this is your health and regen. So this is part 5 of a guide on how to make a shooter. This is just your health, and this is your health and redesign. This is your health, EM stun. Enemies can still hurt you whilst in stun. Just so you know, this update has added a new texture for the regen enemy, a new bullet, a new EMP system which stuns enemies upon contact, a system which allows the ejection of mags when reloading. For the pistol, it shoots out a magazine when you're reloading, and for the shotgun, it shoots out a bullet whenever you fire, not whenever you reload. So, yep, that's what's been going on. We've also added a health system which automatically sets you to 50% health at the start of the game, just to give this, a bit of a difference. You could, if you want this to start you at whatever, you can make the set be 100 or 1, just make sure it's never 0, otherwise it will one-shot you as soon as you spawn, make the game unplayable, and somebody will have to change the code to allow it to be playable. Right, yeah. That's the script. If you're wondering what this is, just comment. This is. So this is where I've made my things here. Before I've had it like this. Now I'm going to do it like. Now I'm going to do it. Like this. I think the opposite way would do better. Yeah, that would do. This is, the picture for the thing. This is what you're seeing when you have the script, whenever you load up the project the first time. So it's going to be this is what you'll see, and then as soon as you click play, it disappears. Let's add some more stuff. So first of all, now we've got a stun. So I'll take the sprite of the stun. Now we'll add this into this. Bigger with the stun. Bigger. And then we'll also take out the mag, the pistol. And we'll just paste it in here. Size. And just make this just so it isn't, facing the same way. Or just, let's just leave it like this. And yeah. Yes, health. Health checks. Now I'll take a screenshot of it. Then save this. And just 5. Okay, now we'll go to my shortcut at YouTube. Oh yeah, just make sure to save this. And, well, thank you for watching. I just did that,